Hi everyone, it's Agnieszka from 5 Minute Language. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos and I've been really enjoying making them as well. So if you would like to see more videos like this one, make sure you subscribe and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. So today I'm going to talk to you about books and reading. Reading obviously is a very important element of learning a language. So I thought I'd share with you some books that I definitely think every language learner should read if they're serious about taking their language learning to the next level. I've also written a blog post to accompany this video, so make sure you check it out. It's a link to in the description underneath this video. So I'm going to start by sharing with you the top book that I think every language learner should read. And it's not actually a book about learning languages, it's a book about productivity. And this book is called The 7 Habits of Effective People. And it's by somebody called Stephen Covey. It's a great book, it's a fascinating exploration of very practical techniques that will help you organize your time better, become more productive, and become a more proactive language learner. It's basically a classic in the world of productivity, so I definitely recommend this book. It's something that I have used for many different areas of my life, including language learning. It's something that has helped me really focus on the things that really matter to help me make the most impact and not really focus on the things that don't really matter so much. So The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, I highly recommend it. My second book, I'm just reading from a list here, is a book called Talk Like TED, and it's by somebody called Carmine Gallo. It's basically a book that summarizes all the best advice that we can take from the best TED Talks speakers. So I'm sure many of you have watched a lot of TED Talks before. They tend to be very engaging and very, very exciting, and the people that present them are exceptional speakers, and that's why they are allowed to present on the stage of the TED Talks events. So in this book you've got basically a list of the different ingredients that Carmine Gallo has identified in all the most successful and most watched TED Talks. And it's something that I really recommend to language learners because it's not a book about learning languages, but it's a book about how to be a confident speaker. And I think practicing public speaking is a great way of becoming more confident and something that can help you become a more confident and more effective language learner. So, the next book I'm going to talk to you about is called Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. And it's a book about vulnerability and courage and how to become more courageous, how to see your vulnerability as a strength rather than a weakness. So when learning a language, every time you speak, every time you try to make an effort and speak the language you're learning, you take a risk and you become vulnerable because you may not be confident in your language ability. I guess the natural reaction is to fight this vulnerability by trying to appear perfect. So what this book is about is how you can turn your vulnerability into a strength and how you can use it to become a more confident person, I suppose, which is something that we all need as language learners and speakers. So the next book is called The Power of Now, and it's by somebody called Eckhart Tolle. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. It's quite a philosophical book, and it might not necessarily be something that you would normally be interested in, but I think it's an interesting book because what it can teach you about learning a language is that in language learning, it really pays off to live in the present. I think a lot of language learners often have a tendency to think about the future a lot. So for example, think about fluency and getting better and improving and not really focusing too much on the now, what is happening right now. So not exactly noticing the progress they've already made or how good they are already at a certain aspect of language learning. So the next book is called Thinking Fast and Slow, and it's by somebody called Kahneman. And it's again a philosophical exploration of how our brain works and how decisions are made. And the reason why I want to recommend this book to all language learners is because it helps you understand how your brain works, how your brain comes to various conclusions, and it's something that's very useful when interacting with other people. When you read this theory, you might become more aware of how you come across and how you might make assumptions about other people without necessarily realizing it. So it's a great book. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, like I said, for more videos like this one. Enjoy the books and I will see you soon. Bye!